Ladies and gentlemen, after a 6 week hiatus, my apologies, episode 20, Wilder Wrestling Entertainment. And I got Randy, my homie from 1963, back with me.
Mm, it was a
And
good year.
and you know what? We're Randy's going to be joining me on like a full time. It's just going to be us two talking wrestling. And if anyone ever wants to join us, please, you're more than welcome. I'll just have to figure out how to change the background for 3 images. But Randy, welcome. Thank you for joining me. And my apologies for dragging my feet for getting episode 20 recorded, and we're going to get this bad boy released. But let's talk about WWE. Let's talk about John Cena. Let's talk about our JCW champion returning on
Yes,
SmackDown.
sir.
All right. So we got a lot to talk about. Randy, where should we start?
Oh boy. The bad thing is we haven't talked in like 6 weeks on this, and I don't feel like we've missed much. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, God, they are all over the place, man. Like, I want to dig into just the state of the product right now
Okay.
because I think a lot of people are feeling it. Storylines going nowhere, just these random like uh, pop shenanigans. I mean, that's all they're doing. They're just throwing cheap pops out right now. And then on top of that, they're like quadrupling their ticket prices, and the crowds aren't in it, man, because you aren't getting the fun, friendly, like the family friendly circus that you're used to getting from them. And it's really sad to see all this come together, just out of the sake of, I mean, it just feels like it's just corporate greed, and I hate
Yeah. Yeah, American corporate, right? So,
it. This
it's
is international now. I mean, they're owned by the Saudis. Like, there's
yeah.
like billions and billions of dollars tied up in this now. And so like you tell me they don't get a phone call from Slim Jim talking about, "Hey, how about we do the finish off of one of our ladders tonight?" You know what I'm saying? Like there's too much money tied up in this now, like to influence things.
I have to admit
So,
something though. I grew up eating Slim Jims.
you
My
know,
dad and I was one of our favorite snacks. I don't know. It works though because I find myself buying a Slim Jim every time I see it now at like a Walgreens, Walmart. You know what
subliminal,
I mean?
yeah,
And
man.
I even
Like,
grabbed like that $5 Macho Man version. It's like this long.
ooh, yeah.
Yes, right. So the Slim Jims on the tables are working on me. So I'm sure.
Yeah. Matter
So
of fact, every time I see Sami Zayn line up for that haluva kick, man, I'm like, I need to go to Walmart for something, I'm sure.
yes, I'm
Let me go
already
get me a Sam's Cola,
I'm on the Walmart Plus as he's performing the finisher, right? So,
right?
one thing I want to mention: John Cena winning the Intercontinental Championship. Man, that was really cool that they did that because I can't believe I could have swore he had that belt at least once, but I guess not, right? So,
No, I mean he jumped from he made his name off the US title stuff, the Open, the Spinner title, all that stuff. And
yes.
I mean they saw he had the sauce right then and there, so they just jumped him straight up to the big time. He kind of skipped over any other mid card titles.
Dominic didn't need the belt anymore, in my opinion.
No, he didn't. And you know what, man? Good on Dominic Mysterio too, man. Just to like, I'm sure they approached him about it, and he was just like, "Yeah, like no problem at all. Like I think that'd be awesome." It's like I know Dom was like the team player on that one, man. Because I mean, there was no reason for him to come out there being like that and
Yeah.
to end up in a fight. So that was awesome.
I love Dominic Mysterio, man. I
Me too, man.
when he first came out, I was like, oh man, another
Yeah.
wrestler's child, just getting, jumping line. But man, he's earning his keep, man. He's great.
He is, man. Like he is lights out. Like he doesn't have the stereo or the prototypical rather like big WWE champion build. Thankfully, Shawn Michaels laid the pavement down for that so, the little guys could walk. But I mean, I could even if Dom never went above like the whole mid-card level and just did his thing and was just him and like kept, the legacy going of like the Eddie Guerrero stuff, like the cheat to win, like that. I love that, man. When he's
Yes.
like smacking the chairs around and like then like with the John Cena like matching them and just laying down and like the shtick and all that stuff. That's
Yeah.
wrestling to me, buddy. Like keep it coming.
That was a really good match too.
It was
Yeah.
entertaining. That's
Yeah. It
another
was.
thing too. Like he can go in the ring. Like he's no slouch, man. Like he might have a better move base than old Ray at this point.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss John Cena. I guess J-Lo said that tomorrow is his last Monday Night Raw.
I know, man. When he said that, it kind of was one of those like quick little rib punches. I was like, yeah, it is, isn't it?
Hmm. I went inside the fridge and grabbed a Fago Cola and poured it on the ground in his memory. So
Nice.
yeah, right.
Yeah, man. Or pour
Uh,
one out in celebration.
yeah, right. We got War Games coming up. War Games is
Yeah.
really cool. I'm really glad they brought that event back.
Yeah, it's been a hit.
Yes.
I don't know why, but this year just feels a little rushed, like thrown together. If you really it's all the same pieces that are involved in every other big PLE, so it's not hard to figure out who's probably going to be joining the good guys side,
So
Um,
are we assuming that Cena and Brock Lesnar will be the last people on both teams?
I don't think Cena's going to be in Survivor Series. I don't think he'll be on the War Games team.
Okay. Was it
Um,
Roman Reigns then?
Yeah, I just have a feeling it's going to be Roman just for the cheap pop. Like I said, he can come in there and do a couple Superman punches and hit a spear and make his cash and get out of there.
I thought it would actually be a lot better if Cena came in and that was like his revenge to Brock Lesnar. So it like Cena can leave where he pins Brock Lesnar in War Games.
Well, I mean, that's assuming that it's Brock Lesnar. I mean, I know that's the
Yeah.
fun speculation just because it's
Yes.
a Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah.
Really, like Brock's got no business anywhere in that match. There's like nothing for him to gain. I think we're done with the Paul Heyman favors. So I don't think like Paul Heyman can just call one in to his buddy, you know.
Well, I thought that would be like the whole way they can work him in is because of Paul Heyman. Like Paul
I
Heyman
get that.
sees
Yeah.
like his team, his new elite groupers, the vision is in trouble, so he calls the flipping, the
Yeah,
beast.
but I don't think he thinks they're in trouble. Like they clearly think that they're on top, especially with the
Yeah.
with the Drew McIntyre
Well,
edition.
man, yeah, oh man, Drew being added was really good.
That
Absolutely,
was
man.
that was awesome. Yeah, that was a good
Yes.
call.
Oh man, Drew
Drew needs
McIntyre.
something, man. Like I've loved his character like since, like even whenever Roman was still rolling, man. Like the guy that like tells the uncomfortable truths, but he's kind of a dick about it.
Hmm.
It's like he's not wrong is the problem. It's a cool character that he's got, and he's got really good teasers and stuff that he throws out on social. Like he's an active guy, on
Yes.
just for the company. He's a good ambassador for the company and a great heel.
I mean, he carried it. We've said it before. He carried it during the COVID era. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that man deserves all the respect. I mean, if anyone could get someone watching WWE when there were just nobody in the stands, and and even when they brought like the screens up, and it's still, I mean, it wasn't the same without the live audience. And Drew McIntyre made it work. So that man, he deserves all the flowers. And I
Yeah,
honestly,
man.
he needs to be in the main event, like in main storylines, as many times as possible, in my opinion.
I I feel like he's gonna have one of those like Kurt Angle type careers where he might get a belt every here and there, but it's kind of not his thing. He's there to just like push over the big, the real, not the real main eventers. He's obviously a real main eventer,
Hmm.
but like, the guys that they're trying to like push for the company's benefit. Like he can work with anybody. We've seen that. Like he can
Yes,
get in the ring with absolutely anybody and be safe. I mean, he worked with Jelly Roll. You know what I mean? Like Jelly Roll has
absolutely.
no business being in there, landing claymores all over the place. I saw that man on stage in Savannah 2 nights later. He was all right.
I believe his name's Veggie Roll now. It's what I read on
It's
the
veggie
internet.
roll.
Yeah, ever since
Oh, crunchy roll.
he's slimmed down, he's Veggie Roll. I love me some
Okay.
Jelly Roll, but all right, so dude, that's awesome. What's going on with Cody? I haven't been
Same
keeping
old.
up with SmackDown as much. He's in War Games too, right? Yeah, right?
He is. He is by default. You know
Yeah,
what I
right.
mean? It's like, of course Cody's got to be involved. His buddies are in there,
What
you
was
know?
I just like it how he was ironically at Monday Night Raw for no reason.
Well,
And he
he was there for Cena's last night at home.
oh okay.
Remember, he
I
shook his hand. He goes, "I wouldn't
yeah,
miss this for the world."
he
Oh,
did.
while I'm
It did
here, let me get
explain.
involved in war games.
He needs to buy a ticket like the rest of us, all right? I don't care who
I
he
know.
is. I mean,
Come on, man. Take it out of his check. You can't just be
Oh,
showing up. Tickets are expensive, brother.
oh man. I hear everyone keeps talking about Jey Uso's gonna turn. Turn on what? And do you think Yeeting is fading away?
No, not at all. That's why I think it was J-Lo I was talking to earlier about that. I was like, they missed the boat with that heel turn because he's eating with kids out in the audience again. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's back to it. Mm-mm.
Oh
I don't,
man.
I think they missed the boat. I really think his singles stuff is going to start cooling off, and I think he's going to start teaming with Jimmy again.
Yes.
Um, but the only thing about that is like where are the powerhouse tag teams for them to actually feud with? You know what I mean? Because like it's a little awkward now that Jay's been up in the main event title, you know, in the main event picture. And then he goes back to what? He's going to wrestle the Motor City Machine Guns? Like you should murder those if you're in the main
Man.
picture. Like
What
as far as wrestling psychology goes, it just doesn't make sense.
I haven't seen that tag team stable in a while. I
They
mean,
were on SmackDown.
okay. That
They're in
explains it.
the Friday night. They're doing like a little pre-run. Remember with the MFTs, and then it's
Oh,
going to be like Fraxium and is Fraxium in it? May not be Fraxium, but anyway, it's
okay.
like Motor City Machine Guns and AJ
Is
Styles, I think.
My Family Tree, are they feuding with Wyatt Six soon?
It looks like it. They're teasing that.
Yeah.
I don't
Man,
even know if it's a teaser. Like,
I
they
love
showed
My
Howdy
Family
in the
Tree, like
background.
the face paint that they came out with.
Yeah.
That is
Except for
cool.
old JC Mateo looking like Kung Fu Panda.
Hey, don't be talking about my boy JC like that, all right? All right? How dare
Jeff,
you?
we see you out here, Jeff. You're
Oh
looking like the
man.
drummer from Kiss.
Dude, they look cool, man. I like My Family Tree, man. I'm glad they're back.
They're like
And
the Samoan Kiss.
oh, dude, that's better. That's better than the original Kiss. No, I'm just kidding. I love Kiss, but all right, so we gotta talk about flipping Zack Ryder.
Woo,
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 woo.
woo. You know it.
Our JCW champion. For
I
those
miss
who
my
don't
Long
know,
Island Ice Z.
yes, for those who don't know, on Halloween night at Hallowicked, Zack Ryder won the Juggalo Championship Wrestling Champion,
AKA,
aka give him his government name for us.
give him his government name back, man. That guy has seriously been out there grinding. Like they could probably make a great documentary about it. Like Matt Cardona went out there and made a freaking name for himself. Similar to what Cody did, honestly. Once Cody left and got out of the whole Stardust gimmick and went back on the indies and reinvented himself with like the Bullet Club and all that stuff, man. It's a great way. I feel like Cross is in the middle of doing that right now. Cross is probably going to do a couple of years on the indies and then he's going to come back and crush it. You know,
Yes,
they're just too well known. And the second, like I heard that woo, 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 I it makes a lot of sense just because of the past. I don't know if you remember the whole John Cena, Eve Torres, and Zack Ryder thing. He traded a broski for a hoagie.
yeah.
And like he was over, man. He was over. So he had the namesake, but he went out, did the grind on the indies, doing the death matches. I don't care. Like you and me could have probably called him up and been like, "Hey, man, you want to come wrestle in the backyard?
Hmm.
You want that Monument Oaks championship?" He'd have probably
Monumentos.
come over. He'd have probably came over and got him a piece. You know what I mean?
He would took us all
Like
out.
that. He would have. He would
Yeah,
have. And you know what? I was a little upset, especially since he was just on a WWE branded television show on NXT as Matt Cardona. You know, like he's more Matt Cardona now than he was Zack Ryder. And I think
yeah.
he's even famous in his interviews for saying the Zack character's, dead. You know, he's reinvented himself. He's the king of the indies. He's the complete, he's Matt Cardona.
Even Ryan said that that audience has no idea who Zack Ryder is.
No idea, man.
Matt Cardona is the name, right? So
And that's the problem, man. Like the people that do know who Matt Cardona is and appreciate his work can't afford to go to the shows anymore.
yeah.
It's bad.
Well, it was cool. Now, I thought this just was just a one-time appearance, but people are saying that he's on WWE. He's back in WWE because his shirts are selling on this shop. I mean, do you
Yeah,
think?
but AJ Lee did too. You know what I mean? Like they'll give you a t-shirt. That ain't nothing. I can go
Yeah,
get a t-shirt.
yeah. Well, I mean,
So
do you
I'm
think?
not sure what's going on because I'm pretty sure he has a commitment to TNA right now. That's why he's been doing the work with NXT and stuff, kind of like the Joe Hendry stuff,
Mhm.
which I think Joe Hendry actually did just officially signed.
He did. I
Um,
saw the official picture with him and Triple
yeah,
H.
so I don't know what's going on with Cardona. He gave a hell of a a promo backstage. I'm not sure, was that on the show or was that just internet only, where he was
Yeah.
just backstage talking about the grind that he went through, and now he's back, and then LA Knight came up and shook his hand. So I guess to be determined. I'm not sure. It was a great addition to the Cena tournament. I'd rather see him than guys like Shinsuke Nakamura. Like, why does he even factor into the I get to wrestle John Cena in his last match? They don't have, to my knowledge, they don't have any like big history or anything.
Yeah.
And obviously Nakamura is not in line for a push. So that was just a weird like spot filler in my mind.
Yes. I still think it's going to be Edge.
I don't I can't do it anymore, man. I
I
think contractually he can't do it.
or The Rock.
God, I hope not.
If you smell it.
If you smell that boo boo, he be
Uh,
talking.
oh
I can't.
man.
I'm gonna just call him Dewey from now on. 'Cause I can't stand Dewey. He's not The Rock anymore. He's Dewey. Like
Dude.
the whole thing, like him interjecting himself until the big WrestleMania picture, the culmination between Cody and Roman. Like he really thought just because of his name, he was going to come in there and push Cody out and be like, they'd rather see me wrestle Roman out of nowhere. Like, no, we wouldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't want that at all. Like,
Yeah.
why did you do that? And
Hmm.
then especially with the Cena and Travis Scott stuff, like
Mm.
you cannot set up Hulk Hogan turning on the NWO and then Kevin Nash and Scott Hall are just like, we ain't doing this. You know what I mean? Like that's basically what The Rock did with Cena. It's
That is
like they flipped one of the biggest heel turns ever, and then he's just like, you know what? I'm too big. I can't be a part of this. Come
yeah.
on, man. You just ruined between that set the ball rolling for this 2025 run that they're on. I think the injuries obviously played a part in the other one because there's no way they're riding in Seth Rollins, blowing out his shoulder or his knees and whatever. This was supposed to be his year.
Yeah.
They were building that, well, I mean the vision, you know, right along with him. And I think the injury is what, shook that for a little bit. And kudos to them for getting it back on track some kind of way. I mean, I do look at that and factor that into a lot of the booking decisions and stuff that they've had. But Aleister Black and Zelina Vega like basically ripping off Cross and Scarlet now. Like, it's like that old meme. It's like we got Cross and Scarlet at home. That's what it feels like with them, man. Like
Oh
these
man.
booking decisions are outrageous. So it's hard for me to call anything.
Two things I want to say. I read on the internet someone said that Zack Ryder and LA Knight should tag team and be the Knight Riders.
The Night
And
Riders. That's
yeah,
cold. I like that.
yeah, right. And then
I like that.
two, I read that speaking of God, you just said his name. The guy he's just losing him and Rusev have lost more matches and while being back in WWE since went through a whole indie or AEW run with Rusev, after, They brought these guys
Yeah,
back just to be jobbers, man. I mean,
that's
they're
exactly
get
right.
they're getting paid, so I mean, good for them. But it stinks because you have these wrestlers, they leave WWE, they become really good. Like Drew McIntyre is like one of the best examples of that, right? They had him in
Mm-hmm.
three-man band, and I love three-man band. It was funny.
We're a man
Yes,
band.
right. And it's cool that those guys are like really good friends in real life.
Yeah.
But Drew leaves WWE, becomes this monster in Indie and then like TNA, and it comes back and just flipping just runs through the WWE roster and still doing it, man. So, and then you see these other wrestlers like Rusev, for example, comes back and he's wrestling Sheamus 29 times, and then and other people, and hasn't really done much with them. And I get it, I mean, who am I to complain? But I think Rusev and Aleister Black are really talented wrestlers, and golly, have them win. Stop having these one-off matches, man. They're like TV matches. They're filler matches on
Yeah.
Raw and SmackDown. But I mean, hey, who am I?
Right. What do we know?
Yeah, who cares, right? Who cares what these guys are
Um,
saying? But hey, welcome
yeah.
back, Zack Ryder, JCW champion. He should have came out with the JCW
Woo.
championship belt.
Woo. Woo.
His his WWE shirts are phenomenal. I like the designs. I just don't like the WWE shirts. They're thin and cheap. They're like Five Below t-shirts.
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
Which they're
but they're
$5 at Five Below and they're worth it at that point. But
exactly,
yeah,
and
I
they're
ain't paying
$45.
$50.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. With
Nah.
with
Plus
$9
shipping, brother.
shipping, $9 shipping.
Yeah,
They
plus
ship a
shipping, brother.
$3 shirt, right? Right.
Yeah. Come on, man.
God bless. Oh man.
Get it how
Well,
you get it. I know things are
yeah.
hard out there, TKO.
Well, all right. So we got War Games coming up. We'll talk more about that as that comes up. We got John Cena's retirement match coming up. We're back. Wilder Wrestling Entertainment's back. Where I'm not going to strand everyone for 6 more weeks. Randy's got my back, and we're going to be recording weekly, and we're going to coming out with these episodes, and we can talk. If somebody wants to join, please let us know. Please make comments, and remember, like, share, comment, repeat. And Randy, thank you for joining me, man. Thank you for joining
Good
me
to
in
be back,
this.
brother.
Yes, absolutely, man. And thank you for everyone watching. I appreciate it. And have a good night, Randy. Have a good one. See ya.
Take care.